Good evening, folks, and welcome to Sunday night Mother's Day at the Follies, in case any of you forgot about that. Tonight we have 4 shows for your viewing pleasure. We have a new duo to our stage called The Accessories. Okay? They will be followed by the legends in their own mind, Timeless, frequent on our stage, followed by the Vintage House Team, the Upside Down Players, and then another troupe that's relatively new to our stage, known as Brick and Mortar. So sit back, pop a cold one, celebrate the Boston Celtics in Game 7, and we'll be back with you for our first show in just one moment.
Hi. I'm one of the accessories.
I'm the other part of the accessories. My name's David Silverman. If you think that I look familiar, it means you've been watching for the last 30 seconds.
And we're here to accessorize your evening.
I'm almost ready. They're finishing touches that the brim on my cap, I'm told it.
No, it's perfect. You're ready. You're ready to go. You don't need one more thing. Just put it on. Let's go forward. Let's go.
Well, wait a minute. I don't need one more thing. You're saying I'm perfect the way I am.
Oh, how else could I say it? Yes, of course you're perfect the way you are. I wouldn't change a thing. Not almost nothing. I would change almost nothing about you.
Okay. So I heard the almost part because I've done a lot of therapy and I'm sensitive to this. So it's not the brim. Okay. So, okay. The brim is good.
It's like the Amish. You know that the Amish, when they make a quilt, they deliberately put a stitch in that's incorrect because, of course, nothing is perfect except God, and that's you. Just a little incorrect stitch in there. That's all. Just almost deliberate. It's almost deliberate.
Are you saying I'm godlike?
No. If I'm saying anything, maybe you're Amish, but not. And I didn't. No. I don't even think that was even vaguely implied.
So then,
Just
so I'm not close to perfect. It's not just a little thing anymore.
Well, maybe a couple of your stitches are not quite perfect. You just maybe you just need to rip those stitches out maybe, and then just need some resewing.
You want me to like loosen up, like get some of the things and stretch out and just kind of that's your recommendation for me to be closer to perfection than I am now without being confused with God. So I should just.
I mean, you're taking the metaphor in a whole different direction. I'm talking like fabric, like your fabric, how you're kind of woven together. That is not.
I'm not doing it right. Is the basic cornerstone of what I hear.
It's just, we can all use some improvement. I mean, obviously, the brim of your cap is not the problem. That is not, I already stated that right up front.
Martha, look, it's our honeymoon, and you're telling me that I'm not perfect is not how I was hoping to start this chapter in our lives.
Yeah, I, maybe it's a little too much for the first day to expect to change you all at once. But do you mind if I call you by a different name other than the one you've been given? I mean, just I don't really like Barney. I mean, I've never really liked that name. I just you don't mind, do you? I've
God
always
rest my mother's soul. You're gonna not call me Barney after you spoke to her at the wedding the way you did, and now you're gonna take away my birth name and defame my mother's love for me. That's our generational name, and you want to take that away from my mother and my family?
this. I mean, you're a little enmeshed with your mother, don't you think? I mean, this is one way to really to break it apart. I mean, I think this would really set the tone for the rest of our marriage if you just changed your name, your first name.
You said I do to Barney.
Legally on paper, but that's the great thing about we could go and get your name changed and we could do that. The paper, that's just paperwork. We don't have to go through the whole other thing. We don't have to go through the wedding again, but we can change the paperwork. That's nothing.
I have a different idea. I think an annulment is in order. I made French toast by myself without burning the house down.
I can't even begin to tell you how proud I am of you.
Skip the beginning. Go to the middle about how proud you are.
I just never thought you'd be capable. Just my hopes and dreams for you will come true.
So you're proud of me.
Yes, yeah, astonished is really what I feel. I feel just.
You,
I just never thought. Just never thought you had it in you.
you thought that I couldn't transcend my DNA.
Oh, I mean, this whole generation of people burning the house down for making French toast. I mean, this is you've broken free.
I've transcended your DNA.
DNA? Just because I burned the house down? Are you saying you're throwing that in my face? I burned the last one down? I mean,
I broke with family tradition. I'm a heathen.
yeah, I'm still proud of you. I'm so glad someone did it, Mom and Dad.
They didn't have it in them. They fucked up wafflos. Like,
It's amazing. All those years of cold cereal. I mean,
I remember the story about when they burned the Cheerios in the pop-up toaster because they were like, that's when burning the house down became kind of a family tradition.
I know, but now you've done it too.
I've broken with tradition.
No, I think
And I've done it like it's only my 4th birthday.
you're incredibly mature, and you have such a deep voice too, which is also a family trait, a deep voice at such a young age. But I don't know. I think I'm really concerned. There's a lot weird with our DNA.
What's bothering you?
Oh, I mean, what if when we grow up and we have kids of our own and oh, Jeremy, what if we have kids as screwed up as we are and they burn things down and they have deep voices and
I'll have a good job, and
yeah,
they'll have a good therapist.
you're already saving for that?
Yes,
Wow, you are so much brighter than you look.
but I'm not perfect, am I?
Again, perfection isn't a goal. It's just not. We this is part of the burden that's been placed on us. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to make sure that we get out of the house on time when it's burning. Survival. That's what it's all about, Jeremy.
You have such a depth of knowledge and an appreciation of the overarching life structure. Like I'm I'm
I'm
so
only
glad. I'm so glad one of us does.
and I'm only 3. Imagine when I'm older.
And we have babies.
I know you didn't mean it. I know. You just said it out of frustration. I get it.
I I don't know how to be a better lover. That's it.
Surely, just saying you don't know how. That's already you kind of you just stepped on it right there. If you said that, that means you won't even try.
Yep. I I think it's important to know one's God-given limits. And I want to honor God and not try and push against the tide.
That's how you honor God?
I acknowledge my limits.
No. There's nothing. God says we have limits, those kinds of limits. If anything, He's given us everything we need to extend ourselves to go above what we think we can do.
Whew.
See what I'm saying, right? You need to keep trying. You need to keep trying.
Well, but I hate wasting your time. I mean,
Well, I'm your pastor. This is what I do. I counsel. So if you talk to me as much as you need to, but you know, I just I think Celia is going to be disappointed if you go to her like you went to me and said that you can't be a better lover. This is, I think it's doomed if you do that. That's why I'm saying, at least try. Did you hear that?
I did. That was a sign from above.
Better believe it.
And 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 as I remember, there was a sign on the door when I came in that said, building unsafe for occupancy. So it could be the roof, it could be God.
Okay. All right. I think you're changing the subject, Jeremy, because you're not dealing with this. You're not dealing with this. You can be a better lover. I know you can. Just tell me more of what you do, that perhaps this is why you feel that you can't be. What? I'm your pastor. I've heard so much before. Just feel free. Bounce it off me.
Well, you know the part where people kiss?
I've read about it, yeah.
Well, our teeth, they don't move when I kiss. Like my jaw's stuck.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's maybe some massage, or somebody specializes in TMJ, something. Well, that's just a physical thing. That might actually be something that you can work on. You could have help with that. That's not.
But I'm not there yet, and the honeymoon is soon, and she wants to make babies soon.
I don't know if you know this, but teeth are not how you make babies. I don't know. I don't. I mean, normally I'm not the one to explain these things. Usually at this point in a young man's life, he's heard other ways that it happens, but I don't think that teeth is the thing. All right. Only because I'm your pastor. I'm going to suggest you do some mouth exercises. Just like one right. Yeah, keep doing. Yes, loosen up. Entire jaw. Just loosen up. Just loosen up.
Would you marry somebody with a face like this?
It doesn't have to be like this forever. You just have to. Just exercise prior to. That's all. I mean, it's gonna look a little weird up at the altar when you do that, just before they say it.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Wait a minute.
All right.
If I don't need teeth to make a baby, what am I practicing loosening up my jaw with? Which end is up?
This is. Oh gosh, you never heard of foreplay? If you barely know about kissing,
I've never done it with one person. Never mind four.
you've got to. Oh, this is not good. All right. Again, I am willing to go so far with my parishioners. I'm going to show you how it's done. Come closer.
Which part are we doing? Is this the baby making?
Just think of the Celtics. Think of something you really enjoy.
Yeah, go.
You feeling
go.
loose? All right. Okay, come in. Come on in.
Go Celtics!
Yeah, just go Celtics.
Okay.
What's that? No, that was so bad.
No, it wasn't the Celtics, but then I'm not Jason Tatum.
Nope. Are you feeling looser now?
I'm feeling excited. Talking about the Celtics really kind of gets me engaged. Engaged. Yeah, it's just.
So that's it. So who's that player you just mentioned? I'm sorry, I just don't follow basketball. And
No, it's not Joel Embiid. It's Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. So listen, this is the only problem you have. On your wedding night, just think of Jason Tatum. That's all.
Dude, he's hot.
There.
I mean, he went off tonight. See?
See how easy it is. You just put yourself in mind of Jason Tatum, and
I'm going to be a father. Thanks, Jason.
I hope you name him Jason. Boy or girl. Yeah, I'm listening.
All right. So I'm standing online and I'm getting ready to pick out a takeout order.
Hmm.
And the hostess says to me, "Would you like to take a rose home for your bride?" And
Uh-huh.
I was like, "No." This was today, Mother's Day, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized like it was like I don't want anybody to think that I'm married. Not that I'm out there that I want people to think that I'm free and easy or anything, because I'm neither free nor easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I am not married.
Mm-hmm.
Do not confuse me with any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, bride sounds so heteronormative, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, just I'm just here at the takeout window at the Chuck. The, sir, I just I'm sorry you didn't get the other thing because they were trying to force a rose on you, but I'm not really the one. You know, it's your Big Macs and
Aren't you into customer service?
well, customer service, but only for McDonald's. I mean, I don't. I'm not really supposed to be giving out advice to people in the drive-through. It's not. And it's way above my pay grade.
I mean, if I ask you, look, if I ask you, what do you recommend? A double cheeseburger fat up with bacon or a fish witch, do you offer an opinion?
I can't. I can't do that. No. It's no. That's not the our job here is to serve you, is to give you what you want. It's not about us.
So you don't care about corporate profit margins and what's going to, like, increase your store owner's bottom line? Like, that's not what you're about.
Well, I'm only a junior in high school. I'm not even sure what you're talking about. I just I'm just trying to earn a little extra money to go to school so I can learn about those things. But and we're not giving out roses, so you don't have to worry unless you want a rose. Maybe you want a rose.
Wait a minute. I'm not married, but
Mhm.
um, I, there's something I'd consider making an exception.
I'm a junior in high school, sir. You're
I,
not.
I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush.
But this is fast food. That kind of implies rushing. Uh,
Well, for some things, but for the person who would be, the mother of my children and my life partner and my soulmate. I mean, what a great story that would be about, like, meeting at a drive-up window because some asshole tried to sell me roses earlier for my bride.
I don't think minimum wage is worth it. Um, if I wait for you, can we like go out someplace nice once in a while for dinner?
Yeah, like Be Goods or Panera.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Pull up to the next and
I, I'll see you on the drive out.
what's your name? I didn't get your name.
Accessory.
It's my name too.
Oh, we have so much in common.
So much. Hope in the 6 years it takes me to graduate from high school and get out of college, and when we get married, I hope we still have that in common.
Me too. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. We are
Yeah.
the Accessories. We'll be back in a month, and
Oh,
Lord
you
knows
can't
what
wait.
Deviltry will come up with next. Okay. Thank
We
you so
really
much,
can't
Cheryl.
wait.
Once again,
Thank you, David.
thank you for not being my
Thanks.
bride.
Thanks. And you're not my bride either.
Yay. Good night, all. hang still for a couple of minutes, okay? We'll have another show coming up in about 5 minutes, so just sit tight.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.